Okay, good morning everybody and welcome back to our channel. Today we are finally back at the barndominium. It has been quite some time, but what's been going on is we have been waiting on our windows to show up, and they finally came in late last week. We're going to begin installing them today and hopefully get that knocked out here in a couple hours. I want to show you kind of the first thing that we're doing is just starting out with trying to get these things flashed properly. It starts at the bottom of the window and we work our way up. So we're going to go in and take a look at a new piece that we're going to start using on all these jobs and show you what it is and the reason behind it. Okay, so what we've got is a window sill drain piece, and hopefully you can see that profile. It's got about a quarter, not quite, maybe 3/16 of an inch of slope from what would be the back to the front. And we're going to place this in the bottom of each one of the window sill openings. Then we're going to apply our zip stretch tape over the top of that. And the reason is that any water that were to try to work its way in, this gives it the ability to pitch back out towards the opening. So just a little extra step in trying to do that. You can do it by cutting the cripple studs underneath the 2x4 seal at just a slight angle. So that would be one way to do it, but of course the carpenters would probably not be happy about having to do that. So this rectifies that situation. We'll install this and get the same effect so that we get that pitch, but that's part of proper window installation. So we're gonna start out with that real quick. So this doesn't have to be a precise, exact deal here. Just gonna cut this thing to the rough width. This is just a plastic product that we can just use some tin snips on and cut across it real quick. So it literally just lays in there out to the front edge of the window. Okay, so it's a fairly simple process. We're just going to go around and do that same thing to all of our window openings to get this seal in. That's our starting point. And then we'll go back and look at how we're actually installing the windows. Okay, so I've gotten all of these window sills fixed. So they've got slope to them. The next thing we're going to do is add shims to each side of the window sill to get it level. We want to get it level so that when we set the window into the hole, we don't immediately have the window sitting out of level. So I don't have a 3-foot level, I've got a 2-foot level. So what I've done is just cut a 2x4 that's just shy of the window opening. We're going to use it as a straight edge to look at this. And so if you can see the bubble, we're down just a little bit on the left. So what we're going to do is put shims on each side of this because we don't want the window to sit flat on the bottom of the rough opening. We want it to sit up just a little bit. So we're going to use some shims to not only get it up off the bottom of the opening, but also to get it back to level. So we're going to get some shims, get this thing shimmed up and leveled up real quick. Okay, so all I've done here is stack shims on each side. I'm going to use a single nail to tack them in place. And that way when we go to set the window in the hole, we've got it sitting up just off the seal just a little bit. And we've got it starting out level. So that's where we want to be. We want to start level if we possibly can. Check for plumb up the side. The thing that I have seen with these windows is that the sides wind up being bowed. And we've got to wind up trying to push them back in a little bit as we nail them. So, gonna put just a single nail down here in the bottom to hold it in place. You're gonna go ahead and stick one over here as well. And then all I'm gonna do is just try and make sure that these sides are straight and plumb. And after I've got that pretty well straightened out, wind up checking, making sure that it operates and that everything's good right there. Okay, so we've got this window nailed off all the way around. We've checked the sides for plumb, checked it across the top for level. We look really good. There's nothing ever perfect, but we've got it just as good as we can get it out here. Tried to straighten up the jam leg on the right-hand side. Was bowed pretty bad. Got it pulled back where that it's fairly straight. And so the last thing we're gonna do is just kind of look at the operation of it. We wanna see that it actually functions the way that it's supposed to. Looks like that this one is pretty successful. Now we'll go back, the insulation company will foam these joints, and we'll show you that when they get going on that. But they'll use an open sill foam that they'll foam all the way around the window with. Remember, we've caulked it in, and we're still gonna go back and tape it real quick, and I'll show you that process, but we'll tape the window in as well and get this thing sealed up and finished. So the tape gun's pretty handy for running these seams. It won't fit up against the window tight enough, so we'll go back and put a regular roller, cabinet roller, on the tape. But so the way that we do this, we're gonna tape the sides, then we're gonna tape across the top. And that way we've got that shingle effect in our tape. We don't tape the bottom because, again, if we have any moisture that were to get back there, we want it to be able to get out. So here's a good spot to cut. So I'm going to tape the top, we're going to roll it, and we're going to pick everything up. We're going to be done. All right, so I'm gonna grab the roller and I'm gonna roll this tape out real quick. Okay, so you've seen this roller before if you've watched any of our videos. It's just a inexpensive cobalt cabinet roller for laminate. That's really all you need. You just wanna roll this tape and be sure that it's stuck really well to the wall. The zip tape sticks incredibly well, but we just wanna help it out just a little bit if we can. So hey, I'm glad that you've watched. That's really it for installing these windows. We're gonna finish this up tomorrow. The next thing, the plumber, electrician, heat and air people are finishing up their stuff inside. We'll be insulating in the next few weeks. We'll talk about insulation and what we're doing there. And Chloe's over here, it's like she's got a trampoline going or something. But anyway, we'll be talking about insulation, different products and things that we use, and why we would use one thing over another in different cases. Gonna be putting on the metal siding in the coming weeks. So a lot of stuff going on here at the Barndominium. I hope you'll keep watching. Hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and we'll see you next time.